Minnesotan. My father, grandfather, and great-grandfather on both sides of my family called this state home. And as I thought about this state, I thought about this gathering of the sons of free men. Down the road from here is Pipestone, where the first Minnesotans, the Native Americans, mined the sacred stone. To the north is the Great Mesabi Iron Range, where the taconite and steel was mined that won World War II. Itasca, where the greatest river in the greatest nation starts. Rochester, where the greatest medical facility in the world, the Mayo Clinic, lies. My friends, we are Americans by birth, but Minnesotans by the grace of God. Love this state, honor this state. Every Memorial Day, the Star-Tribune puts out the faces of sacrifice. 61 young men from this state who have fallen in battle. I owe those 61 men a piece of my time, a piece of my treasure, a piece of my talent. Realize the truth of free men, that the sons of Minnesota who live owe a debt to the sons of Minnesota who die. We are the sons of free men. My great-grandfather served in World War I. My grandfather was a decorated Marine in the 4th Marine Division. That is a distinguished division because that was the division that won at Iwo Jima and Saipan. My grandfather distinguished himself at that battle. And when he came back to Minnesota and raised his family, his son, my father, grew up and thought that Vietnam was wrong. My father went to federal prison for a year for refusing to serve in the military. Now I ask you tonight, which of those two men were patriots? I dare say they both were. The decorated World War II Marine and the Vietnam draft resistor. Why? Because our country needs both. Both men who fight, but also men who question our government. That is what makes us different than Iran. That is what makes us different than the Taliban. And you should remember that. They had to go into the world and challenge themselves. And for me, it was my journey throughout every congressional district in America. After I got out of college, I was basically a yuppie. But I knew something was missing in me, and I knew I had to go off and see America. And along the way, I learned the lesson of free men and the lesson of manhood. You must challenge yourself. Do not follow someone else's road. Set your own course. What do we have now in American politics? You know, for a long time, people are told that American politics is a two-party game. There's nothing in our Constitution and nothing in our Declaration that tells us we have to have a two-party system. There are new voices in this country. There is a new need for new leaders and something other than the two-party system. So what unites us? What unites us is that we are the sons of free men. Go forth and pay your duty. Thank you.